All right, so this is what you guys are all here for. Hecking story time. Although I feel like this song is too intense for story time. I feel like this song is too intense for story time. Like, it's like really, really like... There we go.
I'm about to bonk you.
All right, chat. Are you ready for story time?
Yay!
How long will we be streaming? I don't know, Galaxy, until I feel like it. Anyway, okay, so story time, story time, story time. So I am Canadian. You know, I guys know this. You guys know that I had to travel like 4.5 hours by flying straight there to get to Texas Furry Fiesta, right? So as a Canadian, there is a huge cultural difference between United States outside and Canadian outside, okay? So when I got to TFF, I did not realize I should not go outside, like at all. Every single time I went outside, I had a bad time. Every single time I went outside, something fucking happened. So like, the moral of the story of what you're about to see is don't go outside at TFF, okay? Just don't go outside. Yeah, the TFF's in Texas, okay? So the first time I went outside at Texas at Furry Fiesta, me and Corvo, the guy that you just saw all the stickers for, me and him were just like, oh, it's like Friday morning and we want breakfast, stuff like that. And Corvo was just like, Jik, I know that I've heard that there's an awesome bakery just outside. Let's go get it. And I'm just like, yeah, that sounds great. I would love to go to a bakery, like get some fresh cinnamon buns or get some French toast or like get some like fresh made like muffins or something like that. That sounds fucking amazing for like a breakfast at a con, right? Because like at a con, you might eat once or twice a day max, okay? Like at a con, you don't eat. So if you have the opportunity to get a good breakfast in you, it will last you all day, okay? So
I can vouch for that.
Yeah, me and Corvo walk downstairs and like go outside, right? And we go outside and like we're looking around and we're like, where the fuck is this bakery? It was not marked it whatsoever. And like there's no on Google Maps it says we're at it, but we're looking around and it doesn't exist, okay? So we're just like, okay, well, screw it, we'll go back in the hotel and we'll get something else to eat, or we'll order Uber Eats or something, right? As we're heading back to the hotel, all of a sudden this guy that like looks like, he basically looks pretty homeless, okay? Like that's the best way to describe him. Like it's got blue jeans that are torn, has like 4 layers of like coats, stuff like that, has like weird disheveled hair, just all this kind of stuff. He starts beelining towards us and I see this, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go that way towards the nearest entrance of the hotel. I don't want to deal with this. I really don't want to deal with this because like I wasn't in fursuit, but I had my tail on and I felt like, okay, this makes me a mark, okay? So I'm walking it towards the door. Corvo's right behind me, stuff like that. All of a sudden the guy was like, hey, I was in prison for 20 years and I just got out. And I'm like, I just had to respond. I'm like, okay, cool. As I'm walking towards the door, and he's just like, hey, guess what? That door don't open, son. And I'm like, oh, shit. Okay. So I reach into my bag, I pull out the key card, and I'm like, yes, it does. And I tap it on the door opens, and I get inside. I pull Corvo in, and we let that door shut right behind us. I ain't dealing with that shit. I am not dealing with that shit on my vacation. Holy fuck. And apparently this guy, he was doing that to a lot of the furs. So like any of the furs that, like, I heard about 3 different cases of where they go out and he'd walk up to be like, hey, that's his opening line. He's like, hey, I've just been in prison for 20 years, kind of thing. And then he would have a normal conversation with you, but he would always open it up with, I've been in prison for 20 years, and then end it with, can you give me some change? Yeah, so like, I'm just like, okay. At that point in time, I told myself, it's like, okay, I'm in Texas, I'm in the city, I don't know the culture, I'm just going to stay inside. And I stayed inside for 2 days, but then I was dumb. Dumb, and I was in fursuit, and I was hot. And it's Texas. For me, Texas being at 73 degrees Celsius is like fucking boiling temperature, okay? It is super fucking boiling, okay? So I needed to cool down, and I was far away from the Headless Lounge. So I go downstairs, I go outside, and I'm standing in what's basically like the entrance where like you pull into what's it called, a hotel, and like the Ubers would drop you off and all that kind of stuff. Okay, that's the kind of place that I was chilling at right there. Okay, and all of a sudden I'm talking to a couple of my friends, and a guy walks up to me. And he looked like a furry pimp, okay? He had gold chainmail dragon scale front that was attached to a tuxedo. His inner shirt was like, whatchamacallit? He looks like he was in like a tuxedo, so that, but his pants were like purple, and he looked pimped out, okay? Now, because I was in fursuit, I could not see that his eyes were like dilating at different rates. This guy was on something, okay? I don't know what he was on, but this guy was on something, okay? He walks on up and he's like, "Hey, you!" And I'm just like, "Hi, what's up?" And he's just like, "I bet you $20. You can't catch me." And he pulls out a $20 and he starts like wiggling it towards me. And I'm like, the fuck? Okay, sure. Yeah, let's go kind of thing, right? So I take a single step towards him and he jumps back. Okay? And I'm just like, oh, it's gonna be none of this. I take one more step forward and he jumps back again and he's like ready to run. And I'm like, ah shit, man, I'm hot. I'm in fursuit. I ain't gonna play this game. I'm gonna play my fucking game. Okay? So I go like this, I'm just like, eh, and I turn towards my friends. But the thing is, when you're in fursuit, you can't tell where I'm looking. So when I'm looking like this, I was still looking right at him. And to give you the geography, he was outside in the car park. I was right by the door, the only door to get back inside the hotel. So I do that, and he's just like, "Oh, you're not interested, whatever." And he starts walking. He starts walking right back into the hotel. And as he walks by me, I'm just like, right in the butt, just a good little smack right on the ass as he walks by me. And he does not register it. He did not realize, he did not process what has just happened, okay? He keeps walking, and then all of a sudden he stops, and he turns back, and he's just like, oh! He realizes what I just did to him, that I just fucking outplayed him, and he hands me the $20. And if you guys were on Twitter, you saw me with that like hand printed the $20. That's the $20 that I won. I fucking got him. Fucking got him.
Oh, hey, Jik.
Yeah, what's up?
You said it was like 73 Celsius there, right?
Yeah. No, Fahrenheit.
Oh, 73 Fahrenheit. You said Celsius. It was like 73 Celsius.
No, Fahrenheit. Right? Anyway, so that was the second time I went outside, okay? The third time I went outside was also a weird event, okay? Okay. So the third time I went outside was also a weird time. So here I am. I'm just fluffing it up. I'm just doing my thing, fluffing it up, being like Jik, right? And I was getting hot and I was getting tired, okay? And I'm starting to head towards the Fursuit lounge, right? And this guy cuts me off. Well, it doesn't cut me off. He taps me on the shoulder and he's just like, "Hey, can I get a picture?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Boom, boom, boom. Like, you know, posing, epic posing, hugging, all that kind of stuff that I do, right? And then he's just like, "Hey, you have a really cool suit. Can we do a photo shoot today?" And I'm just like, "No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm okay. No, thanks, right?" And he's just like, no, you don't understand. I want to do a photo shoot for you. And I'm like, "Yeah, but like, it's short notice, and I'm hot, and people have been taking photos of me all day, and like, I just want to go like lie down." And he's just like, whoa, like we can schedule it for later, and you can go brush up the suit so you look all awesome and all this kind of stuff. Like, I just really want to do a photo shoot with you. And I'm like, Okay. When do you want to do it? And he's just like, at 6 p.m. And to give you context, it's at like 4 p.m. right there. So it will give me time to go back, de-suit, relax for like an hour, and then come back and meet him. Okay. So I go off, I do my thing, I come back at 6 p.m. To the location, and I'm standing there, and he's not there. And I'm standing there for like 10-15 minutes. And because I'm standing there for 10-15 minutes, people keep coming up to me and being like, "Jik, can I have a hug?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, no, I can't give you a hug because like I have to keep the stripes like all nice because I'm about to do a photo shoot." And then it just seems to like keep going. Like I kept waiting and stuff like that. And then I walk away because I think I might go at the wrong location. So I walk away to another location to see if he's there. And when I walk back, he's standing there and he's slightly perturbed that I'm late. And I'm like, bro, I was waiting for you, and then you weren't here, so I walked away. But anyway, we got together, and he's just like, okay, Jik, so time to go. And I'm like, oh, where are we going? And he's just like, outside. I'm like, oh no, not outside. No, oh no, not outside. So like, and he's just like, we're going all the way over here to a park.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, no, it was pretty emotionally damaging because I've already been scarred like twice. And he's just like, let's go outside again. So like, I'm just like, hey, I don't have outdoor feet paws on. I didn't know we were going outside. And he's like, don't worry about it, it'll be fine. We walked right back to where the homeless 20-year-old prison guy was. We walked right into his neighborhood. And I'm like, oh no, stress. I don't want to deal with this again. And this time I'm in full suit, so I can't run away. So we go over there and I'm walking and I know my paws are getting dirty. I know they're getting like just covered in like dirt and grime and stuff like that. I'm just like, I'm gonna have to clean these now. So we get out there. We get out to this park. And like normally when you do a photo shoot, it's like an hour ordeal, stuff like that. And like it does you do tons of poses, tons of things. There's like a lot of stuff going on, right? We take 5 photos. 5. And then he's like, okay, we're done. I'm just like, oh. We're all the way the fuck out here though. Now I have to walk all the way the fuck back. Oh no. Now, to be fair, I haven't seen the photos yet. And these photos might be absolutely fantastic. He said that he's going to do some stuff in Photoshop and everything like that. So these photos might be fantastic. I have no idea. But like, I don't even know who took them. Here's the thing. I don't even know who took the photos because they didn't give me any of their social media. They didn't talk to me on Telegram. I don't know who took the photos. So we've walked all the way out there, took a couple photos. My feet paws got dirty. I don't even know who took them.
Oh my god, Jik.
So we walk back, we don't run into the homeless guy again, and I get back inside, and I am so hot because outside there, the heat was just like barreling down, and I was just like panting, and then I never went outside again, no. And I ordered Uber Eats delivery for my food every single fucking day just because I didn't want to go outside.
Oh, look at him joke!
Bitch, fuck you, Linx. So that was one of the that was why you don't go outside at TFF, stuff like that. Don't you bottom energy me.